Coming up on Point News, why many students are skipping over spring and summer and thinking about fall.
How to keep yourself safe, the class that teaches women how to be prepared to defend themselves.
Plus, no more waiting for your check, the app that lets you literally dine and dash. Point News starts right now.
Live from the Point Park University Broadcast Center in downtown Pittsburgh, this is Point News.
Good afternoon, I'm Sierra Tufts.
And I'm Quinn Lima. Spring is just around the corner, but students are focusing on the fall, at least when it comes to registering for classes.
Point News reporter Jessica O'Shell has advice on how you can sign up without stressing out.
Only 7 more weeks are left for students here at Point Park University, which means registration is coming for all students. I took a look at how students can register and what to expect for the upcoming fall semester. For many students, registration is something they don't even think twice about, while other students stress over it more than the classes themselves.
You just do the process again, and before you know it, you're ready to go for classes, and things are all taken care of. Especially, I think it's pretty convenient personally,
Point Park has done a lot over the past few semesters to ease the students' pain.
You can now go through Point Web and register for your classes online.
Program courses are always available online for students to reference and print out if they already know what classes they need. But if students need some help, advisors are available to help with any questions.
Student advisors can be found on floors 9 and 10 of Thayer Hall.
After meeting with your advisor and narrowing down your selections, the rest is up to you. All you have left to do is visit Point Web, enter your Point Park ID and password. Select Students from the drop-down menu, click on Course Information, and choose Register, and pick your classes. And just like that, your courses have been selected.
Once you submit your ideal schedule, your advisor will have one last look, make any needed changes, and then approve it.
Or I could look at 205, which is the marketing, if you're more interested in that.
Registration has already started for those in the honors program. Seniors can start registering on Monday, March 17th. Reporting for Point News, I'm Jessica O'Shell.
New and returning students must register for at least 12 credits that are required for their major.
Preparing for the worst, Point Park University female employees got some hands-on practice in self-defense. It was there that they learned what to do if they were attacked. Park University Student Center, where women are taking an important class on self-defense. The straight punch, but with the bottom of your palm in an upward motion. This is just one of the few surprising lessons that were taught at the class.
The most important topic is probably just situational awareness. We always teach that self-defense is a behavior, it's not a technique, and it's being aware of your surroundings and not getting yourself in a bad situation and being able to escape a bad situation before you would have to go hands-on with somebody.
Trusting your instincts was also emphasized throughout the entire class. All topics were covered, from what to do when an attacker has a gun to what kind of defense spray to use. Corporal Mays says use a wasp or hornet spray and not pepper spray you find at stores. Traditional pepper spray may be too weak to ward off an attacker and is nowhere near to the police grade quality.
The most beneficial, the one that I learned the most from, was when we did a choking release kind of thing. There are a couple of options if somebody comes at your throat, and also if somebody comes up maybe from behind you, to use your elbow, and a lot of different devices that you already have on your body, elbows, feet, knees, your hands just pulling away, I think was really good to learn.
There are some great tips and advice here at the self-defense class today. Look for upcoming classes and workshops starting in April. This is Quinn Lima reporting for Point News.
A Point Park group gave away $700 worth of prizes in an effort to get new members. It was the Campus Activity Board's annual ping pong ball drop event, and the goal was to get the students excited about joining CAB. Students were able to play fun games while learning about the organization and how to become involved. Of course, there was food. CAB Public Relations Coordinator Colton Gill says this is the best time to have an event like this.
We're right in the middle of our hiring process right now for next year. So what this does is it gives students a chance to see what we do, how we work, what our different committees are, what the different positions are, all while getting over $700 worth of prizes at the end of the night.
We wanted to give away a lot of really cool prizes to get people in, and so we have tons of stuff from like an iPad, a record player, things like that.
Also able to mingle with SAM Professor David Rowell and 2 representatives from Career Development. CAB is currently recruiting members for their general board and hiring their executive board coordinators.
A new talk show shooting in Pittsburgh is now airing on television. It's a show hosted by teenagers for teenagers. Point Park News reporter Carolyn Collins takes us behind the scenes.
Welcome to TTYS. A new talk show starring Pittsburgh teens is now making its debut.
We talk about a lot of the issues that teens face in everyday life, such as bullying, social media, a lot of those things.
TTYS stands for Talk to You Soon, and it gives the 5-member panel the freedom to discuss topics important to high schoolers.
They need something like this. They need an outlet, some kind of a platform to be able to speak about the issues.
The show airs in 5 states, including Pennsylvania. Each day of shooting begins with the girls' favorite part.
Hair and makeup. I think it's so fun.
The teens have to come prepared.
We do have to do some research, like depending on the topic we're doing. If there's one that we want to like say like statistics or something for, like we have to make sure like it's fact and not just like we make it up.
Other topics rely on experience.
My favorite topic on TTYS was the teen dating segment. We talked about how it used to be when boys used to come up to the door instead of texting you here.
After the teens are all hair and makeup ready by Philip Pelusi's salon at Robinson, they head over to set.
Latitude 360, we actually film all of the Teen Talk panels are here.
As soon as the teens hear action, they take over.
I wanted my hands off of it in the sense of the adult touch. I thought that if there was a show that was truly going to be for teenagers, if an adult was running it and creating everything that was like manufactured, it would smell of an adult, and there wouldn't be the teen viewership there.
Reporting for Point News, I'm Caroline Collins.
You can catch TTYS Saturday mornings at 9:30 on Fox.
Something you might not realize that local farmers are doing to keep their animals warm during the cold weather.
And are you tired of waiting for your waiter to bring you a bill at restaurants? Learn about the new app that lets you pay right from your phone, coming up on Point News.
We are a social people. We share our inspiration, wisdom, creations, and memories. We share what makes us laugh and what angers us. Built on the notion of a free flow of ideas, our country thrives on the freedom of speech. Without it, who would watch over our governing powers? And how would we share our history to make a difference for the future? It's this freedom to share that gives us a reason to listen.
Start your morning with City News.
Start your morning with campus news.
Start your morning with political coverage.
Start your morning with fun.
Start your morning with us, only on Daybreak.
Did you know that Point Park has a cheerleading squad?
Don't stop.
Don't get it confused. Not only do our cheerleaders represent Point Park at regional and national competitions, but they also promote spirit and awareness of every sports team on campus. Come to any men's or women's varsity basketball game at home to watch the cheerleaders perform at halftime and cheer from the sidelines from the first jump ball to the final buzzer. Sports not your thing? You can catch the cheer team lead the crowd at the fall and spring pep rallies as well, or at several competitions around Pittsburgh each year. So what are you waiting for? Show the Point Park cheerleaders the support they show you.
We know you're wondering what the A-list celebrities are up to.
Well, here at Entertainment on Point, we're wondering too.
Have you heard about James Franco and Seth Rogen's new movie?
No, but have you heard Beyonce's new single?
Did you see what she was wearing on that red carpet?
Honey, that was not cute.
Did you see what happened on Scandal this week?
No, I was too busy keeping up with the Kardashians. No matter what your guilty pleasure is, we've got you covered.
Entertainment on Point. Get to the point of pop culture.
Yeah!
A new app is letting people dine and then dash. But don't worry, they're still paying the bill. The only difference is instead of waiting around for the check, you can pay when you're ready. Server's worst nightmare, a customer getting up without paying their bill. But a new app, Dash, may just change that for the better. The Dash app is a simple way to pay your bill at a restaurant or bar. The developer's goal is to make the dining experience more enjoyable for both the waitstaff and the customers.
So if you're out to eat at a restaurant with a group of friends, you don't have to worry about flagging down your server and requesting the check. If you're with a group of people, you don't have to worry about handing over a number of credit cards. All of that payment experience happens right within the mobile app.
Feel and Fuddle in Oakland is the first Pittsburgh restaurant to use the Dash app.
It's easier for us to have our table pay as we're doing other things. In a server's life, 30 seconds means a whole world to us. So it gives us an extra bit of time to get some stuff done, and it's not like we're rushing to get them out of here if they're in a hurry or anything like that.
Here's how Dash works. Enable location services on your smartphone. This will allow you to check in at nearby restaurants. Then enter your credit card information and let your server know that you're paying with Dash. And that's it. Hit the Pay Now button, and then your bill is paid. Dash is primarily used in bigger cities like New York City and Chicago, but Jones has high hopes when it comes to expanding.
We are launching DC, Atlanta, and San Francisco in the coming months. And in addition to that, we are pushing to be in 100 college markets by the end of the year.
Jones hopes to have Dash in the majority of restaurants and bars in the Oakland area by the start of the next school year. Reporting for Point News, I'm Sierra Tufts. We are learning more about why a Steeler decided to suddenly retire. Plus, the Penguins have two big reasons to celebrate.
Spring seems like it's right around the corner. Find out if these warm temperatures will stick around.
Here at the Pioneers sideline, we get freshmen involved as quickly as possible so they get the real-world experience on air and behind the scenes to set themselves apart in internships and potential jobs. Blaine, where is that video? I needed it in KeyPro like yesterday.
All right, I got you, Chris. But I had a quick question for you guys.
What do you mean the questions? It's always a question. It's always a... What? Where is he? Blaine! 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 Freshman, you can't find any good ones anymore.
Do you know all the things you can do with your student ID? Along with getting discounts to some of the restaurants around campus. Showing your Point Park ID can net you deals on tickets at theaters in the Cultural District. To check out all the current options, just search Student Discounts on the Point Park University homepage.
An expression, a belief, a symbol, freedom to worship, an unspoken word. To express yourself means standing up for what you believe in. There's a freedom to worship and a freedom to live. To speak never saying a word, to love, to let your voice be heard. The light of your own path. For more information, visit www.freedomofspeechpsa.org.
It's slowly warming up out there, but we are going to have a few more cold weeks of temperatures. Something you might not think about much as you're dashing to classes downtown is around the region. Farmers have been faced with the challenge of keeping their animals warm. Point Park's Tori Adams has more.
March is the beginning of calving season for farmers, and with temperatures like these, they must find creative ways to tend for their newborn calves. With temperatures like these, farmers have no choice but to frequently check on cows that are due to have calves. They also make sure that the cows that already have had their calves are caring for them properly. One of the newest methods farmers are using is called the calf jacket.
Okay, this is the calf jacket, and basically, we've had a really cold winter this winter, and when those little calves are born, they have a tough time because it's so cold out. So this jacket, this just goes over their neck and it velcros. And it has a couple of straps here. It goes around each back leg and you snap it. Then you just pull it up to fit them. And it really keeps them warm. If you go back in an hour or two and stick your hand under there, they're warm as toast. I really believe we've probably saved 2 or 3 calves' lives this year with these jackets.
Due to extreme weather conditions, some of the newborns have been taken to heated areas and are being bottle fed. So far, this farm has seen 27 cows give birth to 29 calves. That means 2 of the cows have had twins. This farm expects 27 more cows to calve before the end of the season. Reporting for Point News, I'm Tori Adams.
Luckily, those farmers won't have to deal with those cold temperatures for too much longer.
That's right, temperatures seem to be creeping up around the area. Here's Caroline with the weather.
Spring has finally sprung with a rise in the temperatures, and the snow is almost completely melted on Mount Washington. But Point Park students aren't warm enough just yet.
Warm enough for me personally because I like 80-degree weather, but it's warmer than our sub-zero temperature, so I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm kind of sick of it because on Monday we had nice weather, and you see I have this little jean jacket on. I was expecting not this. It's cold. I'm not going to be going home until like 9. It's going to be freezing tonight, so I'm going to be walking home freezing.
Well, those students are in luck because temperatures are on the rise. Today, we're looking at a high of 51 degrees. We haven't been able to say that in a long time, and a low of 30 degrees. And looking forward to this weekend, it's a big weekend here in Pittsburgh. Friday, your high of 59, low of 46. And on Saturday, in luck for the St. Patrick's Day Parade, we will be at a high of 56 degrees, but you might want to grab your green umbrellas because we are going to have a chance of rain all day long, so try to stay dry when you're out there for the parade. And looking at Sunday, we're at a high of 47 degrees and a low of 30. That day is going to be partly cloudy, and you're going to have a nice weekend to look forward to. Hopefully you stay dry out there on the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Let's toss it over to Megan for sports.
It was news that surprised Steeler Nation. Linebacker Jason Worilds announced he would retire at the age of 27. Today, we know more about why. According to the Post-Gazette, he wants to focus on working for the Jehovah's Witnesses. He finishes his 5-year career with 204 tackles and 25.5 sacks. He's walking away from as much as $8 million a year. Pittsburgh Penguins have reasons to celebrate their goalies. First, Marc-Andre Fleury leads the league with 9 shutouts, plus their minor league goalie also leads his league with 9 shutouts. In fact, Matt Murray just set a new AHL record for the longest shutout streak. Meantime, Fleury picked up his 9th of the year on Saturday night in the Pens' 1-0 overtime win against the Kings. The Pens face Oilers tonight at 7. To the Pirates now. They're installing new walk-through metal detectors. There will be 44 of them around the PNC Park. They're shifting away from the security ones they have been using for the past couple of seasons. Today, they're still in Florida for spring training, and they're playing the Boston Red Sox right now. Point Park University baseball lost both games yesterday. It was a NAIA Top 25 matchup against Davenport. The Panthers managed to out-hit and out-pitch the Pioneers, bringing Point Park to 9-3. The Pioneers just took the field at Madonna.
That does it for Point Park for Point News this week, but what about weather this week?
Well, weather, like I said, we are going to be looking at some rain during the St. Patrick's Day Parade on Saturday. We want all the students to know here that the roads do close down at 9 a.m., and that means that there will be no parking on the streets, and that you will have to get into the city before 9 a.m. if you want to park close to the parade route. Now, for those, are you going to the parade? Because you're going to need to bring your umbrellas.
See, if I go, I'm definitely going to have an umbrella. I'm going to have a raincoat. I'm going to be properly dressed because you can also get sick, whether we never know what's going to happen with this weather.
It's definitely been warmer than previous
Right,
St. Patrick's Day parades, though.
Even with the rain, we're at least looking at a high of 56 degrees on Saturday, but there is a chance of rain all day long, so maybe some green raincoats.
I will take it, though. I'm tired of this cold weather. The little bit of warmth is definitely what I need.
At least it's not snowing.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And we also know that Market Square is blocked off During certain times, you're allowed open containers in Market Square, and then later in the evening, that's when the party at Southside comes.
All right. Well, that does it for Point News this week. Be sure to join us next week at Thursday, live at 2 p.m.